Well, finally, I say, there's true breaking news. Well, at least it is in Louisiana. I know I've been waiting for this announcement since May 18th. Everybody has been wondering, who in the hell dug up a dead body and left the remains on the steps of a church? Who did that? Who did that? And that was on May 18th. Fast forward May 24th, there's an announcement because a few more body parts were left. But the crazy part about it, when I tried to do a little bit of research to try to figure out who this person was, I had no idea I would see Louisiana's very own Kevin Gates. And if you're wondering if Kevin Gates is on some you know what, in some kind of way, he made it to Rayne, Louisiana, and dug up some human remains. Oh, no, Shaq. He didn't do that. What I'm trying to figure out is why in the world did WGNO put Kevin Gates' face on this story? Sit back and relax. Let's talk about it. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know where to start. This story is so outrageous, so satanic, so crazy that I don't know where to start. But I'll start with me calling everybody I could in the Lafayette area, warning them to be careful because it is graduation season. Kids are graduating from high school. Kids are graduating from UL. To be careful because we got a lunatic roaming. We got somebody out here in the streets. They own one. They digging up dead bodies. And not only are they digging up dead bodies, but they're taking the remains and dropping them off on the steps of a church with a little note attached with some symbolic stuff. Now, what was contained in that note, I don't know. The investigators haven't released all of the information. What the symbolic items were, I don't know, because many of the details haven't been released. A staff worker at this church in tiny little Rayne, Louisiana, gets to work, and on the steps of that church, there are human remains, bones, and they are positioned in such a way that the staff member understands that these are remains, because there were other things there as well, including that note. Nobody has a clue as to who did this. And to me, I kind of understand it, but then I don't. Because Rayne, Louisiana is so small. I just described it as tiny. Let me tell you why. Let's say you live there and you got up one morning to take a jog, a decent length jog. You would jog clean up out of Rayne, and you would be in Duso because Rayne is only 3 miles long. It's that small of a town. And so when I hear there's no clue about who could have done this, I get it, but then I don't, because the town is so small. You see everything. You see people coming and going. Everybody knows everybody. A lot of people are related to each other. Most people go to 1 or 2 churches. So I don't understand how there was no clue as to who did this. because somebody had to see something. It's that small of a town. But, for 5 or 6 days, there is no word about who could have done this, right? That was on May 18th. Fast forward to May 23rd. There is another discovery of human remains. Now, I don't know if it was arms, legs, fingers or toes, torsos or skulls, but there's another package at that church. And what blows my mind is that in a town that small, 3 miles long, nobody saw who hit that corner. Nobody saw anybody get out of a vehicle or anybody walking with a little knapsack of stuff. Nobody saw anything. What about all the Ring cameras where you can see who passes on your street? So Rusty Richard dropped off his second package of stuff and was arrested today. I hear the name and I'm thinking, Richard. In Louisiana, Richard is a very common last name for white and black people. However, in Louisiana, there is the mugshot law. So police departments are not allowed to just simply publish an inmate's booking photograph. The only way they can publish it, that person would have to have been arrested on 6 or 7 particular crimes, violent crime being one of them. Ironically, this person was arrested on 2 counts of illegally possessing human remains. And I guess because this person is already deceased, it isn't considered, violent. But that's all I'm thinking about, violence. I'm thinking, do we have another Jeffrey Dahmer on our hands? Because who's playing around with human remains? Where did they get them? What were the symbolic items that they placed with that body? What did the note say? I'm thinking about all of that. I'm thinking, is there more bodies at home? Who is this? The decedent? Is this a spouse? Is this some random person that they killed? Are there more bodies? Is this 2 different bodies? Do we have a serial killer on our hands? I'm thinking all of this. But y'all go do this for yourself. Research this. Verify this, rather. Type in Rusty Richard, Rayne, Louisiana. Click images. You won't have to do but 2 or 3 little swipes with your finger. And you'll be right down to WGNO, a major New Orleans station. And the picture that is there for this story is a picture of Kevin Gates. WGNO, a major New Orleans station, utilized an image of Kevin Gates for this story. The story of a man who looks nothing like him. Nothing like Kevin Gates. A man who stated that he brought the bones to the church, St. Joseph's Catholic Church in Rayne, Louisiana, so somebody could bless the bones. And they used not a picture that is readily available of that man, allegedly, that I think I may know what that man looks like. Instead of using that picture, they used a picture of Kevin Gates. And I'm just trying to figure out why that picture was uploaded. Because you have to upload a picture. That picture was selected, uploaded, and blasted out for everybody to see. And if you don't know, and I'm sure there is, a certain population of people who don't recognize Kevin Gates. But I know my community knows Gates when they see Gates. Gates was in the Lafayette area on Thanksgiving. Rayne is 10 minutes from Lafayette, Louisiana. Everybody in the 337, the 225, the 504, the 318, and whatever else recognizes Kevin Gates. So, why is a narrative afoot already that the man who is around, Southwest Louisiana, with a bag of bones, that man is a black man, heavily tattooed, and that man is Kevin Gates? If y'all believe everything that you read and that you see on the internet, you're crazy. You're crazy.